Hey guys, it's Jay here. So today I'm making my first video in my brand new office. I've been struggling to make YouTube videos for a long time because I've been doing them from my living room, on my laptop, on the sofa, and I've been kind of hunched over doing the work for like hours at a time, sometimes editing videos and putting things together. And it was killing my back. So like that meant I wasn't doing any videos. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've been putting this room off for about 3 years because it was just full as an egg. It was like to the brim with drum kits. I couldn't deal with it. So yeah, as a sort of New Year's resolution, I decided to stay up for about 23 hours and just get this room done. Which it now is, and I'm super chuffed and happy with it. I've got a bit of privacy. I can keep the girlfriend happy. The pets aren't going to be walking in on me. Yeah, just super happy. So what we're going to talk about today is cable management. This is going to be the first episode of Top Tech Tips. I never used to coil cables. Okay, for about, I don't know, 20 years, something like that. I finished with a cable, chuck it in the bag, or chuck it like in the corner, whatever, leave it in the amp, whatever, okay? But since I started working in a local college as a technician for the music department and teaching music, like there's no way with a class of like 10 students, 15 students, 2 groups of those, right, that we're leaving cables about, right? When you've got students, not even just students, for yourself really, when you want a cable, when you want to record music, when you want to practice, when you feel in a creative mood, you don't want to be spending 5, 10, 15 minutes and tangling, coiling your cables, okay? So, yeah, 100% always coil your cables. Now I'm going to show you how to coil the cables. Jay, fucking come on, it's like coiling cables. You don't laugh, like any idiot could do that, should we? I don't know, like I said, I taught a lot of students over the years and I've seen some really stupid things, right? So that to me is a decent coil cable, right? So here are all my others. There's 1, 2, they're more or less the same. Okay, all of them, right? And I can just dump them on the floor and they won't get tangled. And they're all there when I want them. Okay, so there's just some of the cables I've got. So here's one, right, which I've just taken the tape off. Okay. Now what I see a lot of people doing, this is usually people who have like cut grass for their parents or something, or their grandparents, right? They'll do this, they'll hold the wire like this and then they'll coil it super tight around their arm, like that, okay? You could probably get away with that with a power cable, right, to be fair, because the copper wire inside of this cable, okay, the conductive material which transmits the electrical signal, in guitar cables and XLR cables, mic cables, is very, very thin. So if you, first of all, what people do is they're holding that end and putting stress on this joint. So that's thing number 1. But also, as they do this very tight, okay, you risk stretching and snapping the cable. Right? So what I like to do, that's how you should do it, is just hold the cable nice and gently. You just pick it up and it'll naturally kink. It will kink, I promise you. Okay? And then just hold it like that. And then you just pick it up. So I'm picking up from the bottom. Oh, it's kinking. And I'll just go whichever way it wants to kink. And there we go. I'll show you how quick it is. 1, 2, 3, done. Now when you've done that, when you've got that, your nice coil of cable, get some electrical tape. So the tape I recommend using is this Lamarck, is it going to focus? Oh, there we go. Lamarck PVC electrical insulation tape, right? Yeah, sure, tape is tape, but the reason I like this stuff, and I will always use this stuff, is because it doesn't really leave any sticky residue the way other cheaper tape does. You do definitely get what you pay for. Yeah, 100%. The other alternative is you get some of those Velcro cable ties, okay? But they're a pain in the ass. They keep keep losing them and things like that. Okay, so it's a bit tricky starting this tape off. So as soon as we get it, I'm just gonna nip him over, tie him over once, and then this tape looks quite easy. Okay, I could do that with a bad shoulder. So there we are, our cable is nice and coiled, and we can put it with a big group of pile of other cables, and it'll be nice and easy to pick up as and when we need it. So yeah, that's my top tech tip for cable management and keeping your cables nice and tidy. Just as a side thing, if you ever do need gaffer tape for anything, like I said, I just recommended this Lamarck insulation tape. The Lamarck gaffer's tape, cloth gaffer tape, really good stuff. Okay, if you need gaffer for anything, usually drummers, right, use it a lot. This stuff is really good. Unlike normal, the grey gaffer tape you get, which like you stick it on stuff, and there's like on the sticky side, there's usually like this sort of cross weave of like fabric material, okay, that reinforces it and gives it strength. This doesn't have that. Okay, it's nice and easy, tears just as easy as gaffer. It is super strong. Okay, to the shear to stretch. You're not stretching out, you're not breaking out. So I always use this stuff for marking out stages. Anything that you would use gaffer for, I use this Lamarck Extra Pro cloth tip. I will put the links in the description below. Well worth doing. They're also great for labels. So yeah, buy Lamarck Pro tape. I'm not sponsored by them in any way. I do buy a lot of it for the college. So hey Lamarck, if you're watching this, hook me up, man. So yeah, getting into the habit of coiling cables, even if you're only an amateur musician, it will save you so much time in the long run. Even if you'd be thinking, oh, like how long is this taking? Like fucking how much time am I added onto my day coiling cables all the time? Well, you're saving so much time because the time it takes to coil one cable, you saw it takes 2 seconds, okay? Whereas uncoiling cables, that takes like 5 or 10 minutes. It's a pain, especially if you've got a lot of cables, right? I never get anything done. In fact, looking back, I never did get anything done when I didn't have a lot, when I was just letting leads get tangled, okay? If I ever put things away, as soon as I try taking them out, it's just like, oh, right? So, yeah, but you 100,000,000%, man, you ain't managing a professional studio or a live event unless you're coiling cables. I did work in a place where there was a guy, he didn't coil cables, he just left them out, and it was a fucking nightmare. Guy was awful to work with, okay? So yeah, coil cables, not just for yourself, but for other people as well, who may do you serious injury if you leave the workspace a mess by not coiling cables. So yeah, till next time, Godspeed.